Hello, I just want you to know it's going to be a 17-year-old year for my channel. Ever since I've met Daniela, all right? Ever since the whole 8th grade thing happened, it's been 17 years, all right? So I'm going to state that right now. This is heavy criticism, literally, from what I learned from domestic violence. Okay, first off, guard captain Sakura wasn't really on for kids, okay? So I'm not going to call out, too much, but, what I am gonna call out and what I'm gonna say is that Jaden with that Michael Jordan, literally when she came back with Chin from Bakugan, literally a shit. I think it's stupid, but that's one of the main topics for this video. Okay, so what happened recently is let's play a game of Madden. Okay, and what ends up happening is that we end up tying, for like 3 quarters, and he only gets a field goal, but that's gonna literally hurt you later on. All right, because what's happening, right, is that the truth behind the literal situation is that what I'm going to tell you is everything that's defining of what happens really when you ignore something, big and critical versus getting aware of what you want. So I'm going to lie in the beginning of this video because that actual guy from junior high lost. The guy that took arena, he lost, literally, in this game of football, all right? It's amazing. He doesn't lose automatically. Literally, he was with Chargers too. Literally, you already know Chargers on my channel. Literally is coach of Blue Jordans, all right? So what he did was he did use the Blue Jordan effectively, but not the what I did that I had. What I did, bit much. My shit was like Scott's riding all the way forward like the fucking dark character of My Hero, okay? Now, I chose the Ravens, okay? What ended up happening was, I don't want to talk about it. That's not exciting. What is exciting, literally, is how I broke everything down to you, no matter how much, shit can actually stretch, where it comes to things like, Blackfire, the pool, what stops you, from being 100% definite, even though I'm Sasuke and Kiss Me Through the Phone, all right? That's not shit, all right? I played basketball, did everything with that motherfucking Sasuke shit. It was a shit, right? And that's another part, that shit where you beat your whole family, literally. And which I'm excited for school, I'm excited to go back to school, literally, because I don't want the jinx anything, but literally that's gonna put all your mind to a test, the homework, because like you said, it's gonna be more than you expected, but not more you can handle. I'm saying that because of the retrospective, okay? I'm saying that because you asked me dumbass questions while I do the whole Chris Brown. I'm like, okay, well, fucking what's school like for a second, literally? You let half of me literally fucking playing in school, then you tap me literally with the Uli Booty Doo and shit. That's for this video, okay? Literally, the Uli Booty Doo is gonna get the last laugh for this video, alright? Alright? Now, with that being said, literally, with the go-to in the fucking trucks of the car, there for 3 years, ever since the reverses battles, literally, I have not got a single hit on this oregano man, okay? Literally, when it comes to Zach Storm, he's like, look at lately, he's been doing better, okay? It's not fucking funny, all right? Because I'm gonna shock you, okay? Because I just woke up, literally fucking, I want to do basketball, I want to do everything, literally, I want to skateboard all of this body. You know what's wrong with that? You should be doing that ever since you're 16, but I'm doing it, literally, tell you that shit should have happened, literally, where a skateboard should have got money, all right? I'm done. Well, that's another thing, literally, so I chose one. No, I'm just playing. None of them should have been there. I should have been able to chill at the house because that was my plan today, all right? Now, truth be told, okay? This is why I learned, literally. I'm like, the reason why I don't respect what happened, literally, with that flash shit is the exact same reason, literally, why you don't understand they got away for the defining statement, all right? Okay? You know what that means on paper? That means literally, film for, her spatula technique, literally, where it says, don't let autistic kids really hold home objects. Literally, even though I made sure that it was self-defense, literally, for kids on the way fucking time. Literally, how about I go back, literally, so they can drop the guns to the ground, literally, that's like I see you again. I'm like, that's stupid. That's stupid, all right? So, and that's like this year right here. That's like saying, literally, he can't say, literally, it got fucked up in 1 fucking year, all right? But that's the problem of being Papa. Just figured out right now. Eric Fabella, all of them, literally buying boards over and over and over again. I'm like, well, if you do the game over and over again, one has to last out fucking 5. That's the whole point of this video, all right? The fact that you exaggerate shit. Literally, you can't get over reverse, it was over reverse, sometimes that's the problem with the fun company. I'm like, so that's fair when I have literally one silhouette, literally they say, oh, this is that yellow. Shit from Bob's Burgers, representing Courtney. Literally, you think that shit is cool? You think that shit is fucking cool that I gave a rod for me ever since I was younger in black paper bag? You think that's cool? Yeah, that's cool. I knew that Bricks Astley was a definition of America. Literally, I don't get to smack it. You think that's cool? Okay. So, now we get to the football game, all right? The football game, what happened was fucking, the Chargers got 35, okay? That was the beginning, all right? But, what happened was I tapped them in between, so I'm like, fuck it, The whole point of the video, Lily, is that it wasn't 100, all right? And guess what, Lily? When you compare, Asperger's, to full-on autism, it becomes retarded. Want to know why? Because no matter how much it's stressed, no matter how many times I enclose statements, Lily, I get something definite, okay? And what that means, right, is that, well, I've been trying to tell you, for real, from my house, no matter how many, numbers I put in Vegas, none of those fucking red girls can go up against that motherfucker, okay? Literally, I said that shit with Steve Sparks, I said that shit with everything. I admit that, personally, saying that, literally, she flicked the fucking mental condition on paper, all right? Like, how can you kill me when you have a mental condition, all right? That's what they do. And so, like, people like Nicole and everybody, they're mystic, and they agree with that shit. That's why you should have been in the studio. Literally. Because if you get in trouble, literally, you'd be in the studio. Some of them are rushing, fuck that shit. I'm like, bruh, I actually scored, and that's why I know about this shit, all right? It's fucking stupid. Because what I did was literally fucking, I compared, the feeling to the whole fucking house, all right? So I have, things that are outside, that are better, like my hit plushie back in the day. What it was worth, 100%. So after that, right? So after that, intuitively, all right? What's the problem here, all right? Is that that's the game I originally played with the lesbian cops. I'm going to do all this fucking fun shit. I'm going to do all this shit that extends legally. And I'm going to tell you you're running man, because that's what Chris does, all right? He calls out something simple, all right? And where it comes to blood, well, I've been trying to say it for 1,000 times, where Alex probably fought Ariel over Lily, which is why I'm saving Lily. I'm spoiling the reality show for this video, basically. I'm like, you look at Mariah's ass, guess how big Ariel's is. Okay, Lily, let's get raked for a second, all right? Literally, don't ask if Alex's dick is bigger than mine. Literally, fucking, I'm new to the blood thing. Literally, I can't do that type of technique, okay? So, okay, huh, So, this nigga is stupid. What I was gonna say, literally, is the exact same reason why how much such things, stretch. Literally, why I chose the Cowboys, right? Literally, guess what ended up happening? He said the same shit was gonna happen. So what happened was they didn't score for 3 whole rounds, literally. And guess what ended up happening with the Cowboys? Literally, my calculations are right. Literally, the defense is better than everything. But the main point is that they still got to win by a field goal. Okay. You know what that means? That means I tried to fool Chris. When I put basketball back, my hero, second to last season was out, the 2-9. All right? Guess what I did? I distracted fucking Chris. Literally, I did make one shot, but at the end of the day, literally, that shit was hella weak. I showed the, I'm like, do you think because Eris is literally doing all this cool shit, bouncing the ball, literally going in and out, doing the pretty thing, that he's gonna beat Chris? No, because Chris coached basketball. I've done that before. Literally, I didn't do shit. She still asked me to go to school. I'm like, that's why I was still going to Knott's Berry Farm, motherfucker. It's true. It's true. When you play games like Tree, literally, all this shit happens. Literally, that's literally what she said. Literally, but then you double imply like, yo, if they never lift large objects, they can't, evolve. All right. Literally. So when one portray themselves as objects, it's in the making. Okay. This shit's fucking funny. I told you, literally, I was about to say the that video. The reason, literally, why Aaron said I probably woman, externally, is that literally he did not. And her defense had the attention span. Patience, maturity overall, that's it, skateboarding, all right? But in all actuality, all right, Fucking my level was at those fucking punk rock punk shits. Literally, when you have 1,000 fucking friends on MySpace, literally they all have fucking purple, you know, and blue hair and shit. Isaiah did have way more, but I was that archetype of people. All right. And so it was so precious to me freshman year. It was so precious to me that year. I actually got Tanya, you know, a Tyga. You know how my favorite album was a Tiger. I got a punk rock one. Literally, I didn't meet her in person. It was still back in the Facebook days. Literally, it's still all the time. Literally, so I guess it comes over. Fucking, I want that bitch to be in the Valentine's Day special. So what happened, literally, and the main point, literally, is even though they switched up a whole bunch of shit with the Chargers, literally, I got the call after the statement, you know, rightfully, all right. Literally, where it came to the Cowboys, right? When it came to the Cowboys, literally, they only got a field goal, but they still got a field goal where it made everything, all right? So, you know, that's the thing, okay? Literally, so then it did change. Yeah, it definitely changed. That's a fucking problem. Literally. So, when it came to all actuality, okay? Fucking, I made another mistake. Literally, fucking, I bought some fucking JB yesterday, but the real mistake, literally, is that I'm still hungry, literally, because of stored foods and shit. Literally, then Chris got a Hot Pocket in front of me. Literally, and then what ends up happening is I want to spend even more dough, but I did, you know, discard dough, you know, for grandma. Alright? Some real serious fucking shit, alright? I'm just giving you the 4 fucking 1-1. Literally, when these Vegas bitches come over, I feel like they're hella weak. Alright? I'm done, literally. So, here's the next thing I'm gonna do.